Once upon a time, on the dusty streets of a small town, lived a beggar named Ravi. Every morning, Ravi sat at the same broken corner, holding an old bowl in his trembling hands. People passed him every day. Some ignored him, some showed pity, and a few dropped coins without even looking at his face. Ravi had accepted one painful belief: this is my fate. He believed he was born to beg, born to suffer, born to remain invisible. Years passed, and with every passing year, his dreams slowly died. One evening, as the sun dipped low and the streets emptied, Ravi noticed something unusual near an abandoned building. A large mirror stood there, clean, shining, and completely out of place. Curious, Ravi slowly stood up and walked toward it. When he looked into the mirror, he froze. The man staring back at him was not a beggar. The reflection showed a confident man in a formal suit, holding a briefcase, standing tall with dignity. Ravi stumbled back in fear. "This can't be me," he whispered. He touched his torn clothes, then looked again. The mirror still showed the successful man. A deep voice echoed in his mind. "This is not who you are. This is who you can become." Ravi felt something he hadn't felt in years: hope. That night, Ravi couldn't sleep. For the first time in his life, he asked himself a dangerous question. What if my life is not decided by my situation, but by my thinking? The mirror didn't show him magic, it showed him possibility. The next morning, Ravi did something shocking. He did not beg. Instead, he watched people closely: how they walked, how they talked, how they worked. He noticed something important. Successful people were not special. They were focused. Ravi went to a local shop and asked for work. The owner laughed. You're a beggar." Ravi felt the old pain rise again, but this time he didn't run. He calmly replied, "Give me one chance. I will work harder than anyone." The shop owner hesitated, then agreed. The work was hard, the pay was small, people mocked him, but Ravi kept remembering the mirror. Every night he whispered to himself, "I am not my past, I am becoming my future." Days turned into months. Ravi learned fast. He saved every coin. He improved his skills. Slowly, people stopped calling him Beggar. They started calling him Ravi. One day, the shop owner fell sick. Ravi managed the shop alone. Sales increased, customers returned. When the owner recovered, he said, "You don't work like a servant, you think like an owner." That sentence changed Ravi's life forever. Years passed. Ravi opened his own business, then another, then another. The man who once begged on the streets now employed dozens of people. But Ravi never forgot where he came from. One evening, Ravi returned to the same street corner. The mirror was still there. He stood in front of it again. This time, the reflection matched reality. The confident man in the suit was no longer a dream. Ravi smiled and said softly, "The day I changed my thinking, my life had no choice but to change." Moral: your situation is not your destiny. Your background is not your limit. Your past does not control your future. Your thoughts do. Change your thinking, change your actions, and your life will change automatically. If this story inspired you, remember one thing: you are one decision away from a completely different life.